all my thought for the day. Sometimes you don't see what's right in front of you. That's my theme today. And what is right in front of you? Well, I was at Mass this morning. The first reading was from Paul to the Ephesians, and talks about you are no longer a stranger. In fact, you're a full citizen in what they called, the household of God. And so what's right in front of you is God and each other and yourself. And it's an announcement. It's not, you don't have to pass a test to become a citizen. It says you are no longer a stranger to God, who loves you more than you can ask or imagine, or to the other in whom you're called to delight, or in yourself, who couldn't be more filled with goodness and amazing gifts. So, but what's right in front of us is God, the other, and ourselves. And a lot of times we're kind of strangers. We don't see what's right in front of us. So Friday I was at Donovan Prison, and it was an invitation that took 2 years to kind of happen. And finally I said, okay, I can do it, but not until July, and that was a year and 3 months ahead. And the day finally arrived, and they advertised it, and it was a packed chapel. And the guy says, you have 3 hours. I said, oh my God, 3 hours? That's like torture. That's cruel and unusual punishment. So I said, here's what I'll do. I'll speak for like an hour and 15 minutes, then we'll do Q&A, and then I'll mingle with the fellas. So it was just a packed and standing room only. And the guy gets up and introduces me, the volunteer, the guy who finagled the invitation. So he introduced me. And I noticed as I'm speaking, there's a guy in the third row, very elderly guy in his 80s, with a cane, and he has one of those vests that you wear sometimes on the yard that says mobility impaired, you know. And he's going like this, you know. And I have a microphone, so it's loud enough, you know, but throughout the whole talk, he's like this. And so finally, an hour and 15 minutes, I give it my all, and then I say, okay, questions. And the first guy to ask a question is the old geezer. And he, and I said, sure. And he stands up, and he's leaning on his cane, and he's just a powerful, bold, bellowing voice. And he says, yeah, I got a question. Do you know, or have you ever met Father Greg Boyle from Homeboy Industries? People just gasped. They didn't laugh because they were so flabbergasted as I was. I said, no, I don't believe I have met him. And he said, good man, great work. You ought to meet him. And he sits down. Then everybody laughed, you know. But we were just so flabbergasted by it. And sometimes you don't see what's right in front of you. You were wondering when I would get to my point. So what is right in front of you? The God who loves you without measure, without regret. The other, the person with whom you are meant to be in kinship with. And yourself. We're called not to be strangers to ourselves. It doesn't say one day you won't be strangers. It says you are no longer strangers. This is what's offered to you. The God right in front of you, the brother and sister right in front of you, and the glorious person you are right in front of you.